How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? My name is RuffledRowlit, and the leaks were real, everybody. Yes, the leaks were real. Pokemon FireRed LeafGreen officially confirmed, officially on the Nintendo eShop. This is not a drill, not a joke. This is literally happening, right? You guys can see Pokemon FireRed version. Now, I'm gonna have to talk about some stuff here, because I'm a little pissed off about this. First of all, the price is gonna be $20, so you can just convert that to your local region. If you're in Europe, it's just gonna be €20, not accounting for adjustment. But I think if you're in the UK, it's like £16.99. So if you're British, £16.99 pounds sterling. And then if you're in the US, it's gonna be $20. In Europe, it's $20 as well, or €20. So yeah, rest of the world, I don't know. If you're in Australia, I'm gonna assume it's gonna be maybe 25, something like that, maybe even 30, given the conversion rate and all that. And I think for Canada, it'll be like 25 or something as well. So yeah, it's there. There you go. Now, we're going to take a look at the actual page. We're going to read everything here, and I'm going to talk about some thoughts I have on this, because there is some stuff that worries me a little bit about this, but let's just take a look at it. Now, first of all, it seems like they've done seemingly nothing to adjust for the size here, because I don't know if this is just how like the eShop looks with the black bars, but I don't think so, because if you look at a different image, see, there's no black bars for this like promotional image, but it does look like there's going to be black bars when playing the game, which at the end of the day kind of makes sense, given the fact that it's an old game that ran on a different resolution, right? If you think about like the Game Boy resolution, I don't have a Game Boy next to me right now, but you know, if you go with the Game Boy resolution, it is smaller, but there are ways to adjust that. If you've ever played, like they could easily still adjust that if they were willing to do it, where you could just expand the sides, right, which would require a bit of work because the games weren't intended to be played that way, but emulators have been able to do that for a while, and I've seen fan games that do similar things, and even ROM hacks where you can not zoom it out, but kind of like, you know, kind of expand the sides so you see more of the actual map. But they didn't do that. They just decided to stick with you know, black bars on the side, which I'm still gonna say it's fundamentally a better experience to play the original games on the original hardware, because then you don't have the black bars. Or if you want to get like an ideal way to play it without having to spend $20, emulation is a thing, right? Like you can emulate this for free. I think you can even emulate it on a phone now. Like you could, I think even the iPhones now can actually emulate these games. If you have an Android, then you already know. But yeah, but if we look at the images, the game looks the same. I know there's some claims they make down here. Somebody mentioned this on Twitter as well, that apparently they have made some upgrades, but frankly speaking, I don't really see anything. Some people are wondering if they're gonna do some kind of physical release. I kind of doubt it, and the reason I say I kind of doubt it is because here's the big issue with these games, right? Which is they are individually different per language. So if we go over here to the game section, right, you guys will see we have multiple versions of FireRed LeafGreen. This is the French version, which is separate than the Spanish and the English version. So, and I guess the Japanese version isn't even listed if you are in Europe, like myself, or if you're in North America, it just isn't listed. But it's a little weird that, like, I'm just gonna be honest here. I understand that these games, and this, a lot of people might agree with me on this or might disagree with me with this, but these games, like, they're old. So back in the day that they were like version exclusive or like region exclusive, right? Like if you played Pokemon FireRed in France, you probably played the French version, which had a French translation. If you played Pokemon LeafGreen in Spain, you might have had the Spanish version. If you played German, you might have had the German version. Again, it doesn't really matter. What I don't like about this is they could have easily just had all of these ROMs in one singular like program that runs, and then you just, you know, choose which version of the games you want to play. You want to play the French, the Spanish, and there's no argument to be made here that it required them more work. This is literally just ROMs. Like, please understand, this is the equivalent of just taking the game from a shelf and just shoving it on the Switch. It's like, fans have already done this with, if you have a hacked Switch, you already know that this is like, it's already doable. It's already done. It's not like they required a lot of money to make this work. It's kind of ridiculous, in my opinion, that they have to separate the languages. I just feel like, why? Like, I get it in one way, but at the same time, I'm also like, this is like the weirdest thing. Like, they could have definitely just made it so you can choose one of the three, you know, if they want to do the language options. But Either way, here's what they say though on the actual promotional page. They say, set off on a grand adventure to become the Pokemon League champion, now on Nintendo Switch. And I think it's going to be on Switch 2 as well, you can play it. I mean, right now it just says Nintendo Switch version, which I don't know. It does here, Nintendo Switch 2 compatibility information. Okay, so yeah, it should work on the Switch 2 as well. But yeah, they say though, celebrate 30 years of Pokemon with this Nintendo Switch version of the Pokemon FireRed version game, originally released on the Game Boy Advance system. Explore the Kanto region, discover wild Pokemon around every corner, and aim to complete your Pokédex as you battle your way to success. Earn badges as you develop winning strategies to use against each experienced gym leader, and uncover amazing secrets in your quest to be the best trainer. This digital exclusive contains the Sevi... Okay, sorry, but the Sevi Islands are already in FireRed LeafGreen, so why would you promote that? Where even more Pokemon await. You can also visit the Pokemon Wireless Club to trade. Okay, that's nice. See, that's nice. That's good that they actually will have online compatibility and battles and chat with other players via local wireless. Okay, so I like that. I really wish that they'd done a bit more or added some extra stuff to like sort of incentivize you to, you know, buy it and give you more of a reason. The games are small. There's only 40 megabytes. You will be able to play it in TV, tabletop, and handheld mode, so that's at least neat. They do have Nintendo account family group blending. Okay, that's fine. It's for the Switch 1, American English, and it's going to be releasing on Pokemon Day, right? So this is a day one Pokemon Day release, in case you guys weren't aware. So yeah, it's definitely something. Let's just say it like that. It's definitely something. The screenshots they show here aren't that many. It's not very plentiful. We do see the one island from like the Sevis or whatever. So at least, you know, like at least they didn't remove that, which would be weird. Why would they do that? I don't know. Promoting the Sevi Islands, it seems so funny to me because like, if you look up the Sevi Islands, right, in FireRed LeafGreen, it's not like it's something that like isn't available in the game in general, right? Like, it's the place you go to. Like, it's like, what section of game is it again? It's like right after you, or around the time you dealt with like Blaine and stuff, you can do the islands and all that. But like, it's just weird. I don't know. It's just weird that they're promoting it as if it's like new or an added thing. But also, the fact that they say digital exclusive contains the Sevi Islands, does that mean that, is that implying there's going to be a physical release? Because a physical release to this would be kind of neat, I guess, like to have, just to have. And honestly, it's the kind of thing, if they were to release it physically, I wouldn't mind just waiting to see it in the actual store and waiting until the price would drop a little bit more. Plus, I feel like the physical version is probably going to be more expensive, like 30, 40 bucks maybe, just because it's like physical. Because it's weird how back in the day, it used to be the reverse, where digital games were actually cheaper. Digital games were actually I think they were more expensive, and then the physical version would be like the cheaper one. But now it's kind of inverted, whereas the physical version is like, you know, the more expensive one, and then the digital version is like the cheaper one. But actually now the prices are about the same, so it doesn't really matter. But nonetheless, though, it's definitely something. And you guys can see here, you can choose between the French, Spanish, and English version. So yeah, again, I'd love to know your guys' thoughts and opinions. I don't think I've missed anything. If we go over here, it's just the same information. Nothing new there. Nothing new to be added. It's the same file size, and that's about it. So yeah, that's that. Again, they even, like, you even see Wario here was sharing this. Pokemon FireRed LeafGreen coming to the Switch on February 27th. Listed on the Eshop as coming soon section. Per the eShop listings, because this version replicates the way the games originally released, each language version is separate, and there are no in-game options to change the language. So they pretty much confirmed there that it's going to be the exact same game. Like, you're not really getting any extra added stuff. Also, on this page, I didn't see any mention of... maybe it's on the actual, like, Switch if you open it, but I didn't see any mentions of Pokemon Home. I have seen people tweet about it and say that it is a thing, though. But that's about the extent of it. Like, that's about the extent of what I've seen. Like, I don't think I've actually seen somebody actually, like an official image of it anywhere, which is odd, because you kind of would have expected that to be the case. But yeah, I haven't seen that. I haven't seen anything about Pokemon Home mentioned. I would assume that Home will be compatible. Oh, there it is. There it is. Okay, so it literally just wasn't on the page here, right? Yeah, it just wasn't on this page. But yeah, okay, so Pokemon Home compatibility is there. Support for Pokemon Home is coming soon, and you'll be able to bring your Pokemon and catch and train and place them and all that. So yeah, it's... Okay, there it is. You'll be able to bring Pokemon and catch and train to the place where all Pokemon gather. Support for Pokemon Home is coming to to Leaf Green version and then FireRed as well. But yeah, that's pretty much that in regards to FireRed Leaf Green, in case you guys, you know, were curious about it. Hey, and guess what, guys? We have the official actual announcement for the Pokemon Day presentation. Yes, the Pokemon Company literally 10 minutes ago tweeted out, 27th of February is Pokemon Day. To celebrate Pokemon Day, Pokemon will present a broadcast at 23:00 on the 27th of February, Friday. The broadcast is planned to last about 25 minutes. Okay. From 22:30, a countdown to Pokemon Presents will also be broadcasted. For more details, check out the website. And yes, Pokemon Day is happening as per usual, and the Pokemon Presents is officially announced. The first Pokemon video games, Red and Green, were released on Tuesday, February 27, 1996. The day Pokemon first began is Pokemon Day. To commemorate this, a Pokemon Presents will be broadcasted approximately 25 minutes. I'm happy that they're actually announcing the length of these now, because 25 minutes, we already know what that's going to cover, right? Let's be real here. I want to say about 15 minutes of that is going to cover stuff we already know. So we're talking more Pokopia, Unite, Masters, EX, you know, TCG Pocket, all those kinds of things, right? Like, we know that first, like, 15 minutes is going to cover all the stuff we know, including Champions probably getting a release date. We already know that. And then the last, like, 10 minutes will cover probably, actually, that's where, you know, Champions and Gen 10 is going to pop up. But hey, at least it's officially confirmed now, fellas. Like, at least it's confirmed. Now there is no more doubts, no more questions. It is oficial, okay? It is oficial. Muy bien. Okay, fellas. I think now we know that information, which is great. I don't really think I've missed anything in this regard, right? Like, I think this is the only main tweet we really need to care about. I'm going to go to Twitter and see... oh, there it is, actually. There is a trailer now for FireRed Leaf Green Switch releases, which we can also take a look at really quick, because we might as well. So let's see. We're just gonna let the music slightly play in the background. And it's in Japanese, though, so it's fine. The colors look... it's weird, because on my monitor, I have an OLED right in front of me, so the colors look a lot darker than they did in the original game if you played on, like, the actual console. But yeah, looks about the same. Looks like literally just FireRed Leaf Green. Ain't really much I'm noticing that's different or anything. It's just the same game. But hey, at least they did a trailer this time around. I'm surprised, though, they're doing this trailer release now. Maybe it's because they don't want to spend too much time on this tomorrow and just kind of want to be like, hey, you know, go pick it up right now. Or maybe they're going to play this exact same trailer tomorrow as well. Maybe that's their whole thing, right? Like, who knows? But we can see here again that there is no indication for how this is going to look on the actual Switch. Probably going to be black bars, right? I'm assuming it's going to be black bars. So, of course, we have Mewtwo, Moltres, Zapdos, Articuno, all that. Nothing too crazy there. And the Master Ball, of course. So, again, nothing too crazy. And let me see. Yeah, again, looks sick. I mean, you know, it's FireRed Leaf Green. The thing is, it's FireRed Leaf Green. So I love FireRed Leaf Green, and we can see that the black bars are there. So they're going to be black bars, which unfortunately they didn't do some ultra-wide support for it. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. And they're doing a physical release version. Okay, so they are doing a physical release version. Interesting. Okay, cool. So they are doing some kind of actual physical release. I am super curious right now, because I was super curious if they're going to do that or not. But I guess they are. And it's 2,000 yen for the game if you're in Japan. So yeah, these download exclusive titles will be available. Oh, wait. But these download exclusive titles? Right, so it's not a physical release. It's just an actual, like... It's just merch, right? Like, I guess it's just merch. Let's see. This is just the English trailer. Let's see what this actually says. If they... Are they not doing that for the West? Really? Man, Japan always gets the coolest, like, stuff. I guess they're not doing a physical release like that, like a physical, you know, collector's edition thing. I guess they're not doing that. I'm assuming when you buy this... I'm assuming, because it's in Japanese, so you guys are going to have to translate for me who do speak it or do read it. I'm assuming you get the actual, like, box with the thingies, and then you actually get, like, the boxes for the games, but the actual boxes don't contain, like, the games. They just contain a code to download the games, I'm assuming, right? Which is still neat to have, though it's literally just a box, right? Interesting. I am very curious right now. Now I'm a little confused, but also a little curious right now. Huh. Okay. Interesting. That is Oh, that is weird. But yeah, either way, in case you guys were curious, if you're in the US, if you're in the UK, it's going to be at 2 p.m. on the 27th. So 2 p.m., 2 in the afternoon for you in the UK, 3 in the afternoon if you're the rest of Europe. If you're in the US, it's going to be early in the morning, so 7 or 8 a.m. in the morning, give or take if you're in the United States. If you're in Australia, it's going to be late at night for you. I'm going to assume around, 10, 11 at night, give or take. So in case you were worried about like the timings for the actual presentation. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that's pretty much that. Oh, here it is. Here it is. A special physical bundle for FireRed LeafGreen on Nintendo Switch will be available in Japan at the Center Online. Okay. Yeah, that's that. There it is. There it is. So I'm guessing you get these balls with like the starters. Like that's the big selling point of this. I do wonder how much they're going to charge for this. Like these are cool. Okay. Like these are actually cool. I'm not going to lie. The actual Japanese copies. Because I mean, I could show you guys right here. I actually have. Oh, here we go. Your boy actually has the physical versions, and I've got them like boxed into this like plastic thing to stop them from going bad, or like the cartridge to break. But as you can see, I do have the original actual box of Pokemon Ruby. Now these are pretty cheap actually in Japan. There's loads of these in Japan that you can get, and I have the Sapphire one as well. I got these when I was there on a vacation. And they're not really expensive there, so it's very surprising to me when I'm seeing like FireRed LeafGreen going for like $400, $500 in the US. Whereas like if you go to Japan, you could get like the Japanese releases, and whatnot for way cheaper, like way cheaper. Of course, it is Japanese, so you're gonna struggle with like the text and stuff. But if you just want to have it to collect it and stuff, then that's the easiest way. That's the cheapest way. But then, of course, you do have this as well now, technically, because this is going to be your only way to play the game officially. If you don't want to emulate or stuff like that, and you don't want to spend $500 on an original copy, that's that. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's that in regards to that piece of information. So yeah, let's get back to the regular video. That's pretty much all the knowledge we have. Now let's move on to some actual like other leaks and stuff. Starting things off with this post by PoryLeaks. Combining an alleged leak list of what we're going to see on Pokemon Day, I think. So, here's what they say. PoryLeaks leak tracker. There are currently multiple independent claims that allege Pokemon Presents information has leaked through private communications online. Information that contain clips and pics and graphics. On a separate note, gaming information that will be covered in Pokemon Presents has allegedly leaked the following list. Alleged leaked list. Pokemon Sleep. Obviously. Pokemon Unite. Obviously. FireRed LeafGreen ports. Officially confirmed now. Literally confirmed. TCG next set reveal, obviously. XD and Colosseum Nintendo Switch Online releases, fair enough. But that was actually, that information came together with the FireRed LeafGreen port, so I think that's also most likely real. Then we have Champions, which obviously, and Pokopia, which obviously makes sense as well, and Pokemon Winds and Waves, which is the Generation 10 game. So this list sounds about right. There's no anomalies in there or anything that is out of the ordinary. It looks like this year is just mainly going to be 3 big things plus, 2 ports. So FireRed LeafGreen ports, XD Colosseum ports, and then Champion this year, Pokopia this year, and Winds and Waves this year. Those are the 3 games that are coming out this year, which is a lot of games for Pokemon, actually, if you think about it. Like, it's a plentiful amount of things coming out. The issue is just that all 3 games are very distinctly different. Champions is just full-on competitive, competitive VGC battling type shit. Pokopia is just Animal Crossing, Dragon Quest Builders, that direction, Minecraft looking ass thing. And then Winds and Waves is just Pokemon, like regular Pokemon, which is going to be Generation 10. It's intriguing. I'm very curious to see if this like comes true. But yeah, that is pretty much that. Moving on to the next thing though, we also had this tweet from Mr. Billy here, who's an account that's been kind of leaking stuff. It seems to be implying maybe some potential Pokemon that will be revealed or something like that. We had a mask, a question mark, a diamond, a question mark, which could be Terrapagos, a shark, which I don't know if that means we're gonna get a shark Pokemon, a like red lights, like randomly. We got some pants, we got some music and a controller. So I do not know what any of these are implying, but if you guys can figure out the riddle there, go right ahead. I mean, good luck with that. But yeah, also apparently there's a rumor that Portuguese possibly is going to be coming to Gen 10, but they haven't been able to verify this, coming to us from Centro and shared from Universo Nintendo. This Pokemon Next mainline RPG title may feature Brazilian Portuguese. The game, expected to kick off the 10th generation of the Pokemon Pocket Monsters, could mark a historic milestone for Brazil if they actually do that, but we'll see if that is true. And then I think we have also this post that came out from Riddler Koo, who is a leaker. If you guys do not know Riddler Koo, he used to leak a lot of stuff in the past. But he says 6.5 anniversary pairs, 1017 grass, and 1024. And then there's a post here, and it's from Just to Do. So the same person we just looked at, the same individual here, Mr. Billy, who changed his name. But it says, it's from Absolutely. It says, rumors have surfaced over the past 2 days regarding a celebration event, Pokemon Celebration, which is believed to coincide with the Pokemon Presents premiere. It is scheduled to start on February. And then you have here him tweeting a red dot, a yellow dot, a Oni mask, and then a diamond. Again, that Oni mask and diamond show up twice. And then what he says here is 6.5 anniversary pairs. What does 6.5 anniversary pairs mean? What the hell? Like, it's just confusing. But I guess some people are saying it's gonna be like shiny Terrapagos. I think I actually had a friend say that same thing, that it's gonna be like some form of a shiny release for Ogerpon and Terrapagos. It's like random to do now, but I guess 6.5 anniversary, maybe, what, like, no, it has not been 6.5 years since these came out, so I don't know, man. 6.5, I don't know what that's supposed to imply, but nonetheless, though, it seems to imply that we're going to be getting the shiny releases of Ogerpon and Terrapagos, so we'll see if that pans out as well. And then, of course, we also had this post from Soul Silver. It says, Pokemon leaks, we're entering daily 4chan starter rumors season. There are these two are kind of connected to credible sources, and if we put them together, they actually fit well. And they have this one, which is Greetings PD Trio, so a Pokemon Day Trio. Slimy, large, bulbous tail, deep purple eyes, almost feminine. Okay, thick green brow, little dark feet, almost like an angry baby, and puffy front side, tongue constantly out. So this could be related to the fact that we've heard rumors that there's going to be a dog starter, a little chicken starter, and a lizard starter. So those three were like the mentioned animals. And I think this one tweet came out, which obviously this is fake. I'm pretty certain these are fake. Kind of cute though. The lizard is kind of like, it's got a little sus eyes, I'm not gonna lie, man. But this is also something that came out. So, yeah, again, your thoughts and opinions would be appreciated. And, ladies and gentlemen, that is pretty much it for today's video. If you all did enjoy, then drop a like down below, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace out and bye-bye, ladies and gentlemen.